Hello everyone, my name is Andrew Bosher, and today I want to talk about creating some nice texture effects using the RV7000 Reverb unit in Reason. And I got three examples that I want to show you today with three different algorithms in the RV7000. So I'm just going to solo out each track here to let you listen to what we're about to make. The first texture type of effect we're going to make is the arena algorithm, and this is what that sounds like. And the second one is the MultiTab algorithm texture that we're going to create, and this is what that sounds like. And the third one is the spring texture algorithm, or the spring algorithm for this texture, and this is what that sounds like. All right, so as you can hear, there is a lot of versatility and a lot of options with the RV7000 Reverb and creating textures. So now, as far as your source material and the source audio that you use, that's completely up to you. I just used a random percussive loop from the factory sound bank in the electronics section. It's called Radioactive, and but that's completely up to you. However you want to do that, you can use anything you want. It does not have to be an Octarex loop at all. But for the sake of the tutorial, we're going to use that. I do have a new project already opened here, and in the project I created a combinator. And in the combinator, I right-clicked and created a Dr. Octarex. And I just found the loop that I used in the tutorial here. So let's just go right into the first one, the arena texture algorithm here, or the arena algorithm texture, I should say. And let's go to the RV7000 Reverb. Make sure to right-click on your Octarex and create it there, create an instance of it. And click on this arrow to bring down the programmer, and right-click and reset the device or initialize patch for each of these units here. So the default algorithm for the RV7000 is the Hall algorithm. I'm going to switch that to the arena algorithm, so just click and drag the knob. And I'm going to crank the size all the way to 59.9. And I'm going to completely eliminate the diffusion. So that basically means that each reflection of the reverb has a very unique and distinctive characteristic. So you can actually hear each reflection individually, more or less, versus diffusion where it's just one kind of blurred sound. So we're going to do that, and that's where the textures really start to happen. Turn down all the diffusion and turn the left delay up and start spreading this out, maybe to, I don't know, 630 milliseconds. It's completely up to you. The right delay maybe to 380, and the mono delay, the center, just keep it at 10. But again, these are just general parameters, so it's completely up to you. I'm going to crank the mono level and the stereo level all the way to 6.0 decibels. And in the top here, I'm going to keep the dry wet at 127, completely wet. I'm going to turn down the high frequency dampening to 0, and I'm going to increase the decay quite a bit just to give you an idea of what's happening. To combat the decay and make sure it's not drowning anything out and becoming overwhelming, I'm going to add a gate to it. So just click to enable the gate here and just increase the release, and the hold's fine at 20. That's fine. And so this is the arena algorithm, and these are just very simple general parameters to go from to create some nice texture. But this is what we have. And just like that, it just creates some really nice textures that you can put underneath anything or on top or whatever you like. The second algorithm we're going to discuss is the multitab. So just right click if you're following along and you want to do exactly what's going on here. Duplicate the device and track. Right click on the new reverb and just reset the device again. Now for this one, we're going to go to the MultiTab algorithm, which is more or less like a type of echo, but it's a tap echo. And you heard it before, but we'll hear it again here. And the tempo sync I prefer to stay off, so that way I control, where these transients of the reflection are located and how close or far apart I want them to be. I will turn down the diffusion to 0, and there's 5 different types of tap settings here in the edit select area. So definitely experiment with those and see what works for you, and definitely create, tons of different textures if you like. The tap level I'm going to crank to 6.0 decibels. Again, turn down the high frequency dampening, keep the dry wet at 127. I'm going to crank the decay to, again, just to give you an idea of what's happening here. Now, when it comes to the tap delay time, I'm going to maybe make it 70 milliseconds to give it a little more closer, more textured type granular effect. And again, I'm going to activate the gate just as far as, making sure it doesn't drown out or anything. And just with simple parameters, even that are similar to the Arena algorithm, you just turn down diffusion, increase the level of the reverb itself, and go from there. This is what we have for the multi-tap texture. And it's really nice. It's super easy too, and it's just RV7000 is really powerful in this regard, but it's a workhorse. So the third algorithm we'll discuss is the spring algorithm, and so we'll just duplicate it again, reset the device, and as you can expect, we'll just click and drag the wheel to the spring algorithm. It sounds springy. It sounds like it's on a spring or in a spring, and it's very almost metallic, which affords you opportunities to create even like chorus or flanger effects within this reverb. So let's just start off again by cranking down the diffusion, so each transient and its reflection is very distinct. The length I'm going to increase. I'm actually not going to crank the length. I'll make it like 0.15, really close together actually, for more of a granular effect. And I'm also going to, again, just crank the decay and turn down the high frequency dampening. And the two really cool parameters that you can mess with in this particular algorithm is the display frequency and the display amount. The display frequency is exactly that. It displays, it lets you choose which frequencies it displays in the spring's reflections. So I was automating that in the earlier tutorial to give you an idea of what it sounds like when you turn it up and down, but I'll do that again. The display amount is exactly what it means. It's how much the display frequency is being brought out. So I'll just keep it at 100. But this is what we have with the spring algorithm, with no diffusion, short length, and automating display frequency. So here we go. And so, as you heard, I was messing with this knob here, turning it up and down, and it's almost like a pitch up in a cool way, which you can use. You can edit the automation, and you can do whatever you want with it. But those are just 3 different ways of creating some textured effects with the RV7000 Reverb in Reason. Very simple, very effective, and I just hope that you can definitely open your mind to how cool this device really is. Other than that, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any comments, any feedback, let me know. I'll be more than happy to talk to you. We're all students in this, so I'm always here to talk about anything when it comes to music production. That's the dream. So and if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe. I'll definitely be making tons and tons of more of these all the time. But for now, this is it. So thank you for watching again, and we'll see you next time.